the game.
Alright guys, welcome back once again. This is the Law of Gaming. I am the Law, and we are continuing our walkthrough of Elden Ring. Doing our mage build, and what did we do in the last one? We got our meteorite staff, we got our rock sling, we played out a little bit, and then we came in through this door and talked to Sorceress Selene. And I think that's about where we called it quits. So let's just jump right on in here. We do have a bit of an exciting part 3 here for you guys. Alright, so she's still not giving us a quest, so we'll have to come back here later and wait for that. Alright, so we are gonna start off this episode with killing a dragon. So, and not like the one that we killed in part 1. This one will be a bit more exciting. Unfortunately, we won't get the same amount of, even close to the same amount of for runes as we got for that one. So, but it'll still be fun. So first we're going to come over here and talk to this guy. I think his name is Yara. Let me check my notes. Yara. Bloody Finger Yara. So.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling. A dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad or wish to be burned alive.
Alright, normally I absolutely say keep on talking to them until they start repeating themselves. I happen to know that he just, that's all he has to say right now. So from him, we ride through this lake, head pretty much almost straight north. And we'll just do a little bit of prep. Alright, I got my rock sling out. I've got my glintstone arc, but rock sling is what we're going to be using. And we have our cerulean tears, and we don't have it. We've got that in the way. So if we need to pop over and use our health real quick, that's what we'll do. So what you're looking for is this little tiny island thing with these people on it. And it looks like they're burning someone at the stake. So, they all deserve what they got. Now, you can use your spirit summons here, and we're going to go ahead and do that just so I can, I don't know, maybe we'll get a little bit of a benefit from it. But, again, all we're trying for is a distraction. Alright, we've run out of FP. Alright. And he pretty much just said, fuck you to the wolves. And we died. Because I was not paying attention. Well, here we are, what? 3 minutes in, 4 minutes in. And we've already got our first death of the episode. No big deal. Alright, so we respawn at the Stake of America. Go ahead and call our wolves out. And let's get to this again. We just waste those two. We got a little bit of damage. Alright, you guys see what I was talking about, where if something's in the way, they just crumble. Alright, pretty much, I feel like this is kind of self-explanatory, but you just want to stay to the side of them, or behind them. Now, if you weren't a mage, and you got that stagger right there, you'd go up there and try to get your critical hit. And we got that stagger again. And go join your mommy. Look at that, 5,000 runs. That's it. 5,000. We got 96 for the other one. Well, without that thing, it would have been like 79. Something like that. But what a difference, huh? What a difference. But, just so you know, anytime that you kill a dragon, a boss dragon like that, not one of the baby dragons, you can go back to this, this Cathedral of Dragon Communion, and you will get a specific dragon ability for that dragon that you just did. And you know what? We'll go check it out real quick, since there's a site of grace there. Otherwise, I'm sure I will forget. So we come over here to this podium that has the red on it. And if you look, so we've got your regular Dragonfire, and then the one that we just killed, a Gil's Flame. I have not really noticed much of a difference between the two, but some people say there is. Only thing I know for sure is that it costs more to use. So, by all means, do whichever. But so there, there's another dragon that you'll kill, and let's say they're a glintstone dragon, then you'll get the whatever that dragon's name is, and you'll get that breath for him. All of these just have one specific, partner. But just so you know. All right. So now we're gonna go talk. Now that we've killed that dragon, we're gonna go talk to this guy underneath that ruin thing again. And there it is. Why, thank you.
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon. And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in Dragon Communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church.
Alright, so what he just told us about was this one that we went to in part 2. And this one is exactly the same as the one we were just at, except this one you start off from the beginning having more spells to purchase than the other one. Otherwise, there's no difference.
You must not forget that those who partake in Dragon Communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment, the strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly. It's no surprise that Dragon Communion is ruinous.
Alright. So, we are going to head up in this area here. Now, just so I can go ahead and get the site of grace, because there's a site of grace like right here. We could just run straight through the water and up the river, but I want the site of grace that's up here, and since it's on top of a cliff, we can't just run to it from where we're at. Well, we could, but it would take much longer. Wow, I'm all... Alright, so down there is where we're going to end up going. In a little bit. And there's actually something pretty interesting. I'll probably forget. Yeah, there it is. Interesting spot, huh? Alright. So remember we talked about you absolutely can take fall damage. But these spirit springs, if you get close enough to them, they kind of soften the blow. So it's not quite as bad. Jellyfish, don't really worry about them. If you do run into one or attack one or whatever, it turns red. That's when you know that you pissed it off. So, just like when we got invaded by that NPC earlier, up at that church, we get invaded here again. But that guy that we talked to underneath the ruins is supposed to come help us as long as we survive long enough. And, I don't know. We also, just so you know, for the record, you cannot use any spirit summons in any of the invasions. Oh, he healed, you son of a bitch. Alright, now this guy, if you let him get close to you, he does do some quick damage. Alright, come on, dude. I need that distraction. Come get it. Alright. So he's distracted. We can refill our magic. Alright, and he's dead. And we get a little reward for him. So not too bad. Alright, so now we go talk to that dude in the hat again. But we don't have to go all the way back to the ruins. We can just he's standing up over here for whatever reason. I guess he doesn't like the sunlight.
Ah, we meet again. To have fought in Arius and lived. You must have seen your share of battle. I am Yura, as you might recall. Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own. You stay the path.
I don't know. Hopefully I edit this well enough, but I just had a technical issue, so I had to fix that real quick. So then after we talk to him, let me just make sure I'm doing this. It's a bunch of stuff that I wrote down earlier just to try and make sure I didn't miss anything for this episode, because this one is sort of weird. Alright. I'm gonna have to check. There's a cave over here that we're gonna go in. And this part really isn't really, that big of a deal. But there's like a weird sequence of events that you have to do in order to do it right. There it is. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, we hit that bell on the way in. So there's a couple more guys down there, and none of these guys are strong. There we go. Somewhere in these bushes over here, there's a bell. And if you hit it, yep, these guys come out. And that is why I like the Glintstone Arc. Oh yeah, there it is. See it? Alright, so before we go in there and fight this guy, I don't really want to waste a full thing. And you don't really have to fight those guys. I mean, we'll go down there just to get whatever's down. I think it's just a dagger or something. Um, but you can just a mushroom. Okay. But yeah, so you can definitely, you don't have to fight those guys. You can come in here, come right on over and across. Like it's nothing special. And traverse the mist, that means you know that there's supposed to be some sort of boss fight in here. He does not come out until you go to loot this chest, as far as I can tell. I have looked around and stuff, and you don't get anything good here anyway. But might as well pick it up.
Well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief.
Now, we're not going to kill him. Alright, so he does this thing right there, where he surrenders, and if you wait long enough, it'll stop.
Finally come round, have you?
Yeah, sure.
You would. You're a man of reason. True and true. Ah. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such. An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on?
So, we're trying to do something a specific way
A
here.
true man of reason.
Okay.
Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired
So we
soldiers
need to
turned
exhaust his
bandits.
dialogue.
They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But
All right.
honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
Alright.
Don't forget
So
to
we're
pop back
going
for
to
another
just,
visit
we're going to
when I'll
fast
be
travel
ready to
right to
wheel
the exact same cave that we're already in. And we're going to go right back to talk to him again. And as you can see, we're not even going to mess with anybody because it's not worth it. We're just going to go right on in. And then this chest, as you can see, has moved. Oh wait, do we need to talk to him first? Yeah, we need to talk to him again first before we do it.
Well, nice of you to drop all a bit ad hoc, but I'm sure you'll find something. And welcome to Patches Emporium, where you won't need a refund.
Does he even? Yeah, he does have some, not great stuff, but decent stuff. Stone sword keys. If you have the runes to spare, always recommend picking them up. Always recommend picking these things. And what does this let you? Grace, mimic. Oh, you know what? We are going to go ahead and buy that right now, just so we don't have to worry about it later. It gives you the recipe for this, which you can use to craft these things. Yeah, obviously. And this is what we used earlier to get the extra runes for killing that dragon in part 1.
Yeah, I had those bandits make a clean break. Now they're all suppliers, and good ones at that. I mean, they don't understand a word I'm saying, but it hardly matters. We have a natural connection. They're all foot soldiers, survivors of a defeated army, worked to the bone by their high and mighty lord, only to be thrown out with the rubbish. It's the same old story everywhere I go. To hell with it all. Wondering what's inside the treasure chest. Well, it's nothing too special. Just something I'm saving as thanks for a very valuable customer. But then again, it would fetch some spectacular coin. And besides, this valuable customer could be a long time coming. Huh?
Alright.
Everything is give and take.
So essentially what he just did is say, "Hey, there's something really valuable in that chest over there, you should go open it." Oh no, it's a trap. So this transports us over here to,
Well. I should have known, you scheming little thief. The gods demand.
But this, I mean, it doesn't really do anything major to it. Like it's not that bad. So it takes us right to this bear. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight north to get rid of that bear, and we're trying to go back to that church that had the wondrous physique in it. Wondrous physique. Oh my! Nothing sounds right in my head today. Yeah, wondrous physique. I mean, really, we don't even have to get all the way there. We just need to make sure that we're not aggroed so that we can pull this up. And then we're gonna fast travel right back there, and we're gonna be like, "Yo, dude, what the fuck?" Oh, that's right. That's why we do have to go all the way to the church, because we when you get into the trap or whatever like that, you have to rest at a site of grace before you can fast travel again. I forgot about that. Alright. So we rest. Since it's already here. So anytime you see this, where it's got that little light next to it, that means Melina has something she wants to say.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you. Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might
Not really, because you took so long to say it, I stopped listening halfway through. Alright, so now that we've rested at our site of grace, we're going to fast travel right back to that cave, where Patches is. And we're going to go kick his ass, pretty much. Well, we're going to try to, and then we have to do this little thing, where we have to fight him until he starts fighting us, so we don't kill him, and he's going to, during the fight, he's going to give us a gesture, which are emotes, pretty much, these things. And we're going to go ahead and remove these so that when he gives it to us, it won't take that long to get it on there. And then we're going to use that gesture while he's fighting us, and that will progress us through. So it's kind of like we kicked his ass at the beginning. He set us up in a trap. We're gonna let him think that he kicks our ass, and then, you know, I guess the idea is that we're gonna be even. What I can't remember though is if whether or not we talked to him first. Yeah, we talked to him first. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, why in? You're alive. Oh, you had me proper scared, puffing away in a flash like that. Well, maybe it's a sign to keep your mitts off what's not rightly yours, hmm? But I'll forgive you. View it as a learning experience. At any rate, it's just nice to see you safe. Oh, don't miss all the bargains here at Patch's Emporium.
Alright, so we're not trying to do major damage to him, so we're just trying to piss him off. Alright, so once his name turns red, he's actually trying to fight us.
Have it your way. You'll get what's coming.
So all we're trying to do is we're just dodging and avoiding him until he gives us that gesture. And though he keeps doing that miss thing, I might kick his ass because that shit can actually do some damage if you are in it. Come on. I wanted him to feel like he was actually accomplishing something. Oh my god, just give it to me. That's what she said. Did I miss a step? Are we supposed to... Did we use the one that we got from him earlier? Is that good enough? I'm gonna try attacking him just to see if that speeds things up a little. Ah! Alright, there we go. So I guess we had to, come on! Damn it! Alright, so it's not a big deal because we can go back in here and do this again, and we can have it equipped already. But it's kind of hard to equip it in order to use it when you're in the middle of a fight. Some people are quick enough with that shit. I guess I'm not. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go ahead and equip this. Extreme Repentance is what he just gave us. So, unfortunately, we actually, I don't know. I see these little gesture things. I can't ever make them work as far as the, you know, I guess you're just supposed to be able to turn your remote a certain way or something. It doesn't work for me. I don't know if there's a setting that I need to turn on in order for that to work or what, but it's also not something I'm not really all that concerned about. It would be cool, but
Well, looks like water under the bridge. We'll call it a momentary lapse of...
that's exactly the same thing he says whenever you grovel. So I'm a little confused here. This isn't what happened last time. I'm gonna leave it be. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it be. Alright. So after we do that, we need to go over here. So where he transported us to whenever we got stuck in that chest was Mistwood, where that bear was. And there was supposed to be some howling that happened there. Now, I wasn't really paying all that much attention. So I just want to make sure that we hear it before we go talk to this other dude. Otherwise, it'll just be a wasted trip. So we fast traveled over here to Fort Height West, and we're gonna go from where we're at just north along this path, and we're looking for Mistwood Ruins, because that's the guy that we want to talk to is Blaidd the Half-Wolf. But before we talk to him, we are gonna go talk to that merchant guy again that we talked to at the beginning of the game. And he's going to give us another gesture of so we can snap our fingers at people. Alright, we heard that wolf, so we go back to the Church of Ella. There is a lot of back and forth sometimes. It does get a little monotonous. No, I do not want to buy. Well, maybe I do. No, I don't want to buy anything. So ask him about the howling.
The howl of a wolf in the mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Oh, don't fret.
So we should have just enough time for what I'm wanting to do. Alright. So, alright. So he's talked to us, and he gave us this, well, where is it? He gave us finger snap, and for some reason, well, we have to find this guy. Is kind of like hanging out in these ruins, but he's like on the second level, and once we find him, once we see him, we can snap our fingers at him in order to get him to come down. I don't know why he thinks that's an acceptable gesture. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of disrespectful, but you know, you snap your fingers at me, I'm not taking it in a friendly way. But who knows? This is the lands between. Alright, as long as we're here. So there's this bear over here taking a nap. We don't want to wake the bear up. Don't poke the bear. So well, maybe he woke up. Shit, he did wake up. Hopefully he decides to go back to sleep before we go back up. If not, it's not a big deal, but we just came down here to grab this loot. Yeah, he doesn't look happy, does he? What are you doing? Yeah, it does look, I think he's... Well, he did lay back down. We woke him back up. We got too close. I don't know. I've never woken him up before. Without it being on purpose. So I guess we'll just kill him. Why not? Now, we're kind of cheesing this because I've never done it this way before. I've always fought him out in the open to where he could actually hit me back. All right, he did. And now I feel like a cheater. And see, like, you kill these things and you do not get anything in return that is nearly, you know, worth the effort that you just put in. Now, for what we just did, you know, that's not bad, but normally we'd be running around and dodging and all this sort of crap, so. Alright, we got some smithing stones. Those are what we're going to use to upgrade later. Alright, where are you at, Blaidd? I'm trying to remember. I think he's up there. Sometimes he's just kind of like standing around. I don't know. We're going to try this thing because one time I was able to get him just by so I'm just going to go ahead and use that gesture and just snap my fingers now. And he just like shows, yeah, see, he just fucking showed up. Like, okay.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blaidd. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward. Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
We have some technical issues, some people issues. So did we exhaust this? Alright, yeah, we did. Alright, so we're gonna head over here to a Gill Lake South, and we're gonna go fight this little thing. Now, everything we did with that with Blaidd the wolf guy was not really necessary. It was completely optional, and technically if you don't do it, you it doesn't affect any quest whatsoever, as far as I could tell, because I've not used him for this before, and it's been completely fine. Anyway, so from that side of Grace, you head south, you go up this hill. Ideally, you don't get hit by those guys with the crossbows. And you come to this little thing. And you stand in the middle. Enter. Oh, shit. Well, you're supposed to talk to the wolf guy. If we die here, I guess we'll summon him. But you're supposed to talk to the wolf guy. He's supposed to come down here and help you kill this dude. And, oh, wait. Alright, no, alright, we can still summon him. Whew. Now, we probably could have killed him even without his help, since we did the 28 level thing with killing the dragon. But it's always nice to have a distraction, especially since in these things you cannot do a spirit summons. So we head up on over here, we get our bad guy to come on out, and we get a safe distance, and we just rock swing the heck out of him. I don't know why I said heck. And that's that. Now, we get this Bloodhound Fang, which, as a mage, we don't really care about. We don't have the ability, the stats to use it, I don't believe. But what we do want is we come over here and talk to him one more time.
There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
And we get the Somber Smithing Stone 2, which we use in order to
Oh yes.
upgrade
I should
unique
say,
weapons.
If you venture north to Rea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
Wow, if that's not a fuck off. Alright. So, that'll be it for the, well, I guess we'll show you this real quick. So the sword that we just unlocked, or that we just received, is the Bloodhound Fang, this one right here. Curved greatsword with a gently undulating blade, wielded by Bloodhound knights, a fearsome blade capable of brutal airborne attacks. Now, the really cool thing about this one, if you have the stats to use it, which again we don't, you need strength of 18, dexterity of 17, is you hit L2 or left trigger with the Xbox and you slash upwards, and then after you do that you use that momentum and it kicks you back like 5 to 6 feet, and then if you hit what is it, R2 or right trigger, you kind of do this thing where you teleport back up real close and do another attack on them. It's pretty sweet. I really like it. The only thing I don't like is that it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of heavy. I don't know, I feel like I feel slow whenever I'm using it. But anyways, that'll be it for part 3. And I'll get on part 4 here as soon as I can. Hopefully get these technical issues worked out, and so that won't be an issue later on. But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one.